This is problem 9.6.17. We want to find the area under the graph of y equals x plus 2 to the negative 5/3 for x greater than or equal to 6. The first thing you should always do is graph this, and so I did so quickly, and it looks something like this. And we want to find the area for x greater than or equal to 6, which means we start at 6 and we're going to go on until infinity. It had no stopping point. So that would be equal to the integral from 6 to infinity, because we don't have a stopping point when we go to infinity, of x plus 2 to the negative 5/3 dx. Now, we're not technically supposed to do limits with an infinity in there, or integrals with the infinity in there, so we'll change it to a limit as b goes towards infinity from 6 to b of x plus 2 to the negative 5/3 dx. Now, at this point, you can use u substitution with u equals x plus 2, and the derivative of u would be 1. Okay. But we've kind of realized we can take a shortcut here. Anytime the derivative would just be 1, you can kind of just ignore it and make this treat this whole thing like it was a variable. And we just kind of use that as a shortcut. Our textbook does it a lot. So if you want, actually work it all out, do the full u substitution. But we still have the limit as b goes towards infinity. Okay, we're going to keep this x plus 2 the same, and we raise the power by 1, so negative 5/3 plus 1 would be negative 2/3, and divide by the new power. And we need to evaluate that from x equals 6 to b. So we still have the limit, we haven't plugged that in yet. Okay, so let's plug in our b. Let's also change this negative 2/3. Instead of dividing by that, this is the same as negative 3/2 times, let's see, we're plugging in b plus 2 to the negative 2/3 minus, and we'll do negative 3/2 times 6 plus 2 to the negative 2/3. Let's see what we can simplify here. So we still haven't taken the limit. We just keep writing it on every step until we take the limit. At this point, this is a b plus 2 to a negative 2/3. So we want to write that as 1 over b plus 2 to the 2/3 power. Okay, and we have here, let's put all this 3/2 times 6 plus 2 to the negative 2/3 in our calculator. Okay, so our 3/2 times 8 to the negative 2/3 power gives us 3/8. Now let's plug in our limit. So when we plug in our limit, we're taking numbers that get closer and closer to infinity, and then we're raising them, adding 2, so we still have really, really, really big numbers. Okay, and then we raise it to the 2/3 power. So our numbers aren't quite as big, but they're still going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So 1,000,000 to the 2/3 power is still really big, and 1,000,000,000 to the 2/3 power is still really, really big. Okay, so this entire thing down here, this piece right here, is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So we're dividing by bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger numbers, so that piece goes to 0. 0 times negative 3/2 is still 0. So we're down to 0 plus 3/8, which is 3/8.